Open the meeting of the Traffic Commission. We're a little short tonight but we have enough members. It's June the 16th, 2025, 7 p.m. And I'm Arthur Cohn. I am the chair. Go ahead.
Richard Kirk is here.
Pamela Kravitz.
Dakota DiMatteo.
Okay, so we have enough people. So the first thing on the agenda we have is the results of speeding data collection, West Ferry and Black Rock. Now, I guess I sent these out, I believe. Everybody received this
Yes.
stuff? Yeah. Yeah, well, they didn't find, of course, there's some speeding, but not enough to make it for, let me see if I can find the other one in here. There it is. Yeah, the West Ferry one, number of vehicles, speed. The average speed was 21.43, almost 21.5 miles an hour. And the 85th percentile, it's 85% of the people, did 26.38, which is really nothing. I mean, so that was, there was no problem there. There's always going to be a certain amount of speeding, but it has to reach a level where it's beyond a certain amount before the police will do something, or we'll have to put in some type of speeding controls. Also, Black Rock Road eastbound. This was the average speed here was 27 and a little more than 3/4 miles an hour, and the 85th percentile was 34, almost 35 miles an hour, which is really excellent. And again, there's always going to be a few people that are speeding, but it doesn't reach the level again to enforce on a regular basis. Now, of course, they do enforce by, by putting maybe a policeman there at different times just to make sure no one is speeding. But they do not put a police car there all the time. That's
There was somebody who went like 75.
what's that?
80.
There was one.
Black Rock, did they get?
There was, yeah, one person, I think.
Did they, it doesn't say it there, but do you know if they ticketed that person?
Oh, no, they didn't, no,
It's just
no.
recorded.
It just, the recorder caught that.
Yeah,
I mean, one person, they can't, they just,
But
I know.
I didn't know if they caught.
No, they didn't catch the person. The recording, it was on for, how long, one vehicle, let's see, 18 days, and the other one was on for 24 days. So we had a pretty good representation of the driving. Next on the agenda,
Wait,
do you got anything else here? Oh. What's that? Well, we can make public comment if you want. We don't have too much else here. So you want to make public comment, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You come up to the mic here. Come up here and push the button there for the green light will come on. You have to have a recording for all this stuff here.
You doing?
Okay.
Okay,
Give your name and your address.
sure. Devin Carsdale, 572 Kings Road, right on the corner of Kings and Queens, right off of Edgewood Road in the Edgewood neighborhood. So lived there for 8 years, have a 6 and a 4-year-old. I live in the part of that neighborhood that doesn't have sidewalks. So the rest of the neighborhood does have sidewalks, but basically from the corner of Edgewood and Kings until probably half a mile down until you get past Kings. It's like closer to Dutchess and Kings where the sidewalks pick up. So a lot of young families, obviously. I know they've put the stripe 25 mile per hour on the road, which is great. I pushed that a couple of years ago, which was great. And then they've recently, you guys put in the traffic monitor, the digital traffic, what tells you your speed.
Did they put one of those temporary monitors there?
No, it's one that's just below the 25 mile per hour sign where it tells you what your speed is.
Oh, is it
It's active
okay.
now.
Oh, okay. It's
That
an
was
actual
recent.
speed. Is it
Yeah,
actual?
yeah.
It's permanent though.
It's
not one of
permanent.
those temporary
No,
ones.
it's permanent, which is great.
Okay.
My recommendation, what I would implore is to do striped pedestrian lanes on Kings. It's a very wide road,
It is a wide road.
and there's nothing, like I said, in the unsidewalked area for people to safely bike or walk. So you've got a pretty fair amount of territory there where you got young kids biking or walking around and cars are flying. And I get that they've taken care of some of it with the 25 mph stuff. But if you have a designated lane, it's going to do two things. It's going to narrow the road. So people, right, you don't have the same width because cars have to now get out of the pedestrian and bike lane as a function of them actually demarcating it on the road. And then secondly, kids don't have to just walk all over people's lawns to be safe. Right. So like as an example, I walk my daughter to Edgewood every
Yeah.
day. We got to walk on people's lawns to get out of the way.
You have to,
Otherwise you're getting run off the road.
you have to walk on this. There's no sidewalk there.
No, it's completely unsidewalked. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So all of Kings, like I said, from like Dutchess to Edgewood is unsidewalked. And I know that's never going to happen.
Both
Right.
sides,
Both sides.
both sides.
Yeah.
You're talking about a bike lane on both sides?
Yeah. Striped. Just striped right on
There is a
King.
striped bike lane. That's where you walk in the bike lane.
That's right. So you walk or bike on the striped lane.
There's no bike.
There's nothing.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
no
it's
bike
basically
lane.
closed.
It's just a wide open asphalt.
Okay.
Because it's so wide, cars fly, right? It's not narrow, right? So people fly. And so when you're just like I'm teaching my kids how to bike right now, we got to get onto lawns when people are driving by. It's dangerous. So all I'm suggesting is if you have the designated lanes, now cars have to respect that. It narrows it a bit and they go slower. That's the opportunity.
What, to put a designated bike lane as my walk lane? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, basically a striped designated bike/walk lane right on Kings, both directions. So that way, when cars are coming through the neighborhood, they just know like I can't drive on the bike or walk lane,
In
right?
other words, that would divide that would put that section both sides off limits for
Correct.
bikes and for walking.
Correct.
So there's no sidewalks.
What-
Since there's no sidewalks.
There's no sidewalk. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm a city kid. I'm used to sidewalks.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
You know, but we're kind of like stranded on this island of no sidewalk,
Yeah.
and we're surrounded by it. And like I said,
I mean,
pretty far.
yeah, if there were sidewalks, would it cure that situation?
Oh, absolutely. But like I said, from what I understand, at least you guys know better, but I think it's been pretty cost prohibitive to.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
even table,
definitely.
Right. So in lieu of that, it's like, okay, let's put stripes on the road.
Sometimes they've been doing them when they finish the road, when they redo the road.
Could be.
And I don't know how long that's been since, I don't know what kind of shape is that road in.
Decent. I mean, there's a few parts that need some help, but it's not
Yeah.
in terrible shape.
There's a schedule, I'm sure, someplace to replace sort of redar that road, I'm sure, because they do so many a year.
Yeah.
But what we can do is I'll take a look at this, or one of the other people on the can take a look at it. And we can make a recommendation if they want to put a bike lane in maybe, or if there's other bike lanes there coming up to that.
No, because again, everything is sidewalked until it just falls off a cliff. Then it's just,
Yeah.
there's just nothing.
Oh, okay. But there's no bike lanes past that.
There's
either.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
There's absolutely
Okay,
nothing.
I know that was another thing in the township to get more bike lanes, but I'm not sure where they put them or where they can put them. That I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll have to check into that and get
Okay.
back to you.
Okay.
You can, we need your, I guess your email.
Sure. Happy to. Yeah. Phone number, email, whatever works. Okay. Should I come up and just
Yeah,
write down?
come on.
I'll drive by there.
What's
I'll
that?
drive by there a few times too, just.
Okay. That's a good idea. Yeah. Sometimes they'll like that one guy we had from the traffic engineer, one of the traffic engineers, he was big on that, putting sidewalks in.
Sidewalks.
Yeah.
only a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know, yeah.
Kids in school.
But sometimes that's the way to go. I don't know.
Especially if there's enough of them.
What's that?
If there's enough of them,
The kids.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, I mean, the school's right there, so I would imagine probably a
Yeah.
lot of people walk their kids to school. They don't
Yeah.
take a bus from there.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes us 10
The
minutes.
school too,
to
yes.
Go to Edgewood. So
Yeah.
a lot of
Mhm.
kids do that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But like I said, everyone just jumps onto lawns.
Okay, we'll take a look at that and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Name, rank, service number, and date of birth.
Lisa Huckler. I've lived here for 34 years, since 1991,
Yeah,
so,
what's your address?
Palmer Farm Drive.
Okay.
So in Palmer Farm, off of Township Line Road. So I've lived 3 different places, Yardley Hun, and then up at Kimball's, by Memorial Park, and now I'm over in Palmer Farm off of Township Line Road. So I'm kind of moving around. I guess my next stop is nursing home, which we have
Okay.
plenty here. So
Okay.
just making the rounds. But since I moved there about five years ago, actually 7 years ago, and Prickett Preserve has come in, and, I know all the traffic, what it used to be and what it is, but I'm not here to really complain about that kind of stuff. Prickett's fine. But I even saw the writing on the wall with a couple things that are occurring down there. So I figure I just share my observation since I drive that to work in the morning and I'm seeing some issues. And I actually spoke with Jim Majewski like last year saying, I think this is going to be a problem. And sure enough, lately I've been noticing some issues. So the main one is when you're coming down Township Line Road, Wegmans is on the right, Shady Brook is on the left. So you're heading west, I guess, and making the right turn onto 332 to get to 95, like everybody else is at 7:30 in the morning.
Yes.
So it seems to be the worst on like Tuesdays, Thursdays. Maybe people have started going back into work, and usually they take off Mondays and Fridays. So
Yeah.
it's not every day. It's just strange because I don't think everybody's going in every day. But when we're turning now, the right-hand turn, the middle lane, so I'm going towards Princeton. So the middle lane, the right lane's going towards Philly, middle lane's going to the 295 south, and the left-hand lane kind of goes to Yardley, right on 332, just heading into
330.
Yardley.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's much further down from where you're.
Yeah, but if you're queuing, everybody's supposed to be in their right lane. Philly, Jersey, Yardley. I mean,
Well, the right lane goes to 295, 95, whatever that is.
Philadelphia.
Philly,
Yeah,
yeah, Philly,
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So everyone I noticed is stuck. I make the right-hand turn and I'm stuck right there. I mean, it backs up all the way to Stony Hill Road or Township Line. What is it? Stony Hill Road. So you make a right and I want to get into that lane. So I get in that lane and I'm stuck there. And people coming from Newtown, they're lined up too, because everybody's trying to go into that middle lane, trying to get to New Jersey. So it could take 4 lights for me to get through.
On 332, you're on 332 and you're trying to get going toward Princeton. Was it toward
Mhm.
Princeton, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
over the Scudder Falls.
You have to make a left turn then onto 95, 295, whatever they call it.
Take a right.
No,
turn,
it's-
but you
everything's
gotta
right.
get To the center lane. You're probably
Center lane,
into that center lane.
get through the light at where the bridge.
What are you talking about? Stony, wait a minute now. You're coming off Stony Hill Road and you're hitting 332.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been there so many times. And you make a right turn. And if you stay in the right lane, you'll go to Philadelphia.
Correct.
If you go to the left or the center, I don't know, I guess you have to go to the left to go left. No,
Middle lane,
middle lane.
middle
Because
lane.
To go to Princeton, she's going to take a right onto 195.
You go over top of 95 and go around to get to New Jersey. So you make a right to get to Philly, and then you go over the bridge and make a right to get to New Jersey. Everything's a right.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
I always use the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
So it just takes at least 4 lights to go through.
yeah,
But in the meantime, I mean, that could be an extra 15 minutes, literally.
yes.
I mean, it's a long light because now we have 2 coming off of 95 going towards Newtown and all. And now people are, and me included, we're getting anxious. So we're jumping into the left lane. So then when you go through the light, everybody's trying to get over into the right.
Get back
That
again.
makes the center lane even longer because now it's almost, like 2 lanes trying to get into one. So it just, that's why it could take 4 or 5 lights to get through because it's just not,
There's There's so many cars backed up there, you're
Yeah,
saying? Yeah.
yeah.
I've never been there when they.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why I said I'm
What-
just
what
sharing
time-
observation.
What
7
time?
I go 7:30, so I don't know exactly when it starts to back
But
up.
7:30 is when it really starts to back
Yeah,
up there.
and only on certain days. It's unpredictable. Forget if it rains,
Oh,
forget it.
forget
Yeah.
Monday or some during the week.
It's very clear what needs to be done. Again, I spoke with Jim about this. I said, the light so if you're coming from Yardley, 332 West, you have a left-hand turn
To get the
arrow to
Yeah.
go to Philly,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I know
A
that one.
left-hand turn lane. Usually there could be 2 or 3 cars waiting for that.
Yes.
And I counted, I took a video. It has time to let at least 12 through. So now we see 3 cars go through and we're going, okay, 1, 2,
Okay.
3, just sitting there, whole line, queued up, and there's no cars making a left. So that left hand, I think you solve the problem by shortening that left-hand turn
Yeah.
lane.
And
And that's 7:30 in the morning. You would
and-
think that would be,
lengthening the other one.
and so if you let 4 or 5 cars go, then that's allowing 7 or 8 more
Yes.
of us standing in line.
I know
Yeah.
exactly, but I've never,
Yeah,
when I'm there, there's no one there.
there's never anyone turning left.
I
So,
mean, the traffic is very light
mhm.
when I'm there.
Yeah.
It's very, very light.
I mean,
It might,
traffic engineer might have other things, but in my mind,
I'm usually coming out of the Dunkin' Donuts there.
Yeah.
Going that way. And sometime I have to wait because there's more traffic coming
Yeah.
this way. But once I'm out,
Right.
so, because I'm turning right then going down on
Is that
the
our,
Philly.
that's not PennDOT's light or anything?
no, it's PennDOT.
Oh, well, it's.
Probably
it's-
PennDOT
it's-
over
it's
95 and
PennDOT. I mean,
332. Yeah. But you have to, I don't know how you get that changed. Yeah.
I don't know, but I can,
Yeah. Just, again, you don't have to give me an answer. And I'm just bringing it.
no, we'll,
It's obvious and it's just going to cause accidents because people are getting very.
they're trying to
frustrated.
get there. They're frustrated.
I'm jumping in the left-hand lane and I can make it through the light
Yeah.
and then I scooch over.
At
It's
this
dangerous.
over.
I shouldn't be doing that.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that,
So-
yes.
Okay. That's number 1.
Oh, there's more, there's more, there's more, yeah,
If
more.
I'm making a night out of it, I'm going to make a night out of it. The other, this is kind of our problem, not our problem, but there was an accident a couple weeks ago on Township Line Road. And it was people coming from, if you're familiar with Shady Brook,
Yeah.
over 55, and you come on, now I forget the name of the road, going towards that, used to be called Sunrise, now it's Floral Creek, like going towards, it's just coming from Shady Brook out onto Township Line Road. So you have a stop sign and right in front of this is across from Township Line Road is Floral Creek and Floral Vale. So it's Floral Vale, Floral Creek is at Yardley Langhorne Road and Township Line.
Okay,
So
okay.
you have to go look at it. But if you're coming from Shady Brook, it's 1 lane and it kind of, when it gets to Township Line Road, there's 2 lanes, like a right-hand turn lane. So the stop sign is all the way over here. So if you're coming, I think it's Village Road. If you're coming off of Village Road, you can't see that stop sign. And across the way is kind of the entrance to Floral Creek. So it almost looks like visually, if you're not from the area, you wouldn't even think to stop. It looks like you're just kind of continue going. So this girl, young girl, didn't see the stop sign. And I ride my bike that way. So even when I'm riding my bike slowly, that stop sign is not visible because here's the lane and then the stops, then now they've added this little turn lane. It's not an official, so the stop sign's kind of 2 lanes over. So if you're visually looking and you're looking across Township Line, Floral Creek's entrance is there. It looks almost like an extension of it. So again, it's not our problem because Village Road is in Middletown Township, but it becomes our problem because the girl's going to hit me, right? It's a Lower Makefield Township residents are using Township Line roads. But I think we need to put you know how the arrow, like at a dead end, it has an arrow going both ways. That visually now will stop somebody. If they miss the stop sign over here, they can at least see the arrow saying, that's a dead end at Township Line Road. Across from Township Line Road, you can't go that way.
that,
Village Road ends at the stop sign and you're supposed to go left or right.
will it be called Village
I
Road?
think it's Village Road now that I think about it.
Village Road.
So you just have to look at it to really understand.
Is that in Lower Makefield?
No, that's Middletown Township, but everybody speeds into Township Line Road. They have to go left or right. So now they're entering Lower
Lower
Makefield
Makefield.
Township. The sign would have to be in Lower Makefield Township. This sign, because Floral Creek is in Lower Makefield Township.
The sign would be on the other side,
That's right. It would be on the Lower Makefield side.
the Lower Makefield
Yeah.
side.
So it's just a visual to say you can't go straight across Township Line Road there. It's Floral Creek. It's not a road.
Oh, I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
have to-
Again,
have
you have to,
look
you have
at
to
it.
look. That's why
I know
it's
what you're
too,
talking about, but
I know.
not familiar with that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that
Yeah.
either.
Again, it's just, it's something I just noticed and I just saw a crash. So I know with traffic, and people trying to maybe go back roads that they're not familiar with and they didn't know that there's a stop sign there. Like all the Shady Brook people, I'm sure know there's a stop sign, right? They take it daily, but it's people that are sneaking around Woodburn Road, coming up Village to avoid 332 Township Line Road. So
Oh,
yeah. So I think that's going to draw more traffic as, traffic increases around other areas. They're kind of funneling off into these.
The stop sign, I'm looking on the map, but it's just a map.
Yeah.
Stop sign, you're saying when you're on Village Road approaching Township Line? Road?
Yes.
Okay,
Kind of a.
So they're supposed to stop and make a left or a right.
yeah, okay.
But this girl literally missed the stop sign. I mean, it's very easy to miss.
I think I've been here.
Yeah.
20 So I don't think I've only been down Village Road once.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
And then, like I said, it's a simple
the,
putting a sign, just,
we're on the 330. Or 332, Stony Hill.
it's right by Yardley Langhorne Road. Laurel Creek is at Yardley Langhorne and Township.
Big Oak.
So luckily the girl didn't hit anyone because,
What's-
no one
Who
was
did she
going
hit?
by.
what's
He just
that?
crashed into the
Mm.
curb on the other side.
Put it up somewhere. Let's let it find this thing.
Yeah, maybe that one help.
So.
On to
Onto Township.
Township Line.
Coming from like Langhorne or.
Yeah, Shady Brook, I just call it, yeah,
Yeah.
the entrance to their,
There's Stony Hill. There's Stony Hill to
Stony Hills North.
Yardley.
Yeah.
There's Yardley Langhorne. Where am I? Where am I here?
So is this just,
I don't know.
see, it's not on here.
It's not,
Yeah.
this is not on here.
Right.
Palmer Farm, that's over here.
Yeah, so. it's
That's
coming-
over
it's
this
com-
way.
It's coming over here, so you're not gonna see Village Road.
You're not gonna see that. Here's Township Line here.
Right.
Oh,
This
Here's
is- yep,
Township
this is
Line.
Gonna be like right over here, but the map ends.
Where- Where's that? Oh, well, here's,
This is
not-
Township Line Road. We don't have anything. over
we don't
here.
have anything on the other side. But it comes in at, what'd you say, Stony Hill or?
No, it comes in on the Township Line Road,
Line
right,
Road.
Floral Vale, Floral.
it's Floral
Here's
Creek,
Floral
the
Vale
nursing
over
home.
here.
So it's up this way. It's coming
Floral
right-
Vale, here's Floral Vale Boulevard. Is that what it comes into?
probably
Yeah,
across
I
the
know,
street.
but I know, but.
Yeah.
But you're talking about across the street from Floral Vale.
Floral Vale Boulevard. Then you have
Yes.
the little kids.
I've seen I see Floral Vale Boulevard, but there's nothing on the other side.
Yeah, the
But
other
that-
side is a nursing home and a kid's
Oh,
child's world or something. Yeah,
but,
I know where you are.
yeah.
but Floral Vale there, coming off of, Township Line is one way coming out. Is that what you're saying?
Floral Vale's coming this way. Village Road is going this way.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
coming into,
I mean,
Floral Vale is coming into Township Line.
from this way.
Yeah,
Village Road is coming this way,
Yeah.
just a little bit down.
okay,
Just a little bit
okay.
down.
But if you put a sign around what, near Floral Vale there or something? No?
Nope. I'm talking about right across when you're driving Village Road,
Oh, I see.
across
It wouldn't
from
actually be a road there. You're putting the sign. It would just be a sign.
sign to say
This way or
left
this?
or right, like a yellow sign with
Yeah.
arrows pointing in both directions saying,
Yeah.
this is, don't go straight through. It's, yeah.
You can't go straight.
You can't go straight through, but you could, it is, the driveway to Floral Creek
Yeah,
is a little bit off center, but I think that's what
Yeah,
people see.
okay.
Yeah, just,
Let me know what let me know, okay.
I'll let you, let's see what else I can bring it to your attention. Okay. And then,
Oh, you have something else? Another one.
I've been saving up my thing. The other thing about the Prickett, where CVS is, and this might not be dangerous, but I don't like the fact that when you're coming from 332 down towards Shady Brook Farm, so you know where I am, coming from 332 on Township Line or Stony Hill. It's Stony Hill still.
Stony Hill.
You make a left to CVS, like at the light at Shady Brook, you make a right, left you go into CVS. and then,
CVS.
Okay. There's a left-hand turn lane to CVS. But there's also, say this is the light. This is the turn lane. You're supposed to turn there. People are turning into CVS at the top of the turn lane because CVS has a one-way entrance. If you're coming this way, if you're going west on 332, there's a nice little entrance to CVS.
Yeah,
And it's got a little island in the middle, right? But people that are coming now on Stony Hill towards the CVS, instead of going to the light, they're stopping and scooching in around that island. Like it
And going that way.
going, yeah, and it's not a very big island, so they barely have to. So they're just making a left before they should. And you wouldn't think it's an issue, but one time I was following because I wanted to go into CVS and I wasn't expecting them to stop because there was nobody in front of them going to make a left at the light. So I'm just thinking I'm in the left-hand turn lane going up to the light to make a left when somebody stopped because they wanted to make a left before the light to get into CVS. Again, I don't know that there's been any accidents. Maybe people, I mean,
Plus 2 lanes of traffic making that left.
oh yeah,
So yeah, that's
that's right.
there's probably no sign that says.
But they have to make a sign that says,
It just
Oh,
makes
don't
sense to go to
enter.
the light, but nothing's telling them you can't.
it should be
Yeah.
something or a sign, do not enter.
yeah. So I don't know if you can put something on that other side. Like you can't put it here on Stony Hill because people are supposed to go up to the light and make a left. They're in the left-hand turn lane, but the left-hand turn lane is supposed to take them to the light where they're stopping
Yeah.
about
okay.
5 cars.
Make it quicker if I turn now.
Make it, yeah,
Yeah.
it is quicker, but you're right. It is 2
But it should-
lanes.
Should be a sign, no.
Yeah, do not
do
enter.
not do not-
Yeah. So I noticed
Even if
that.
there's no do not enter, the people can't take the right into it. So
Yeah, so you have to make it like,
People who want to take the right.
Oh,
they're
don't want to
allowed
write,
to.
want to
yeah, but coming from this way, you shouldn't be able to see the sign. Maybe you can put the sign out on the island. So it's not facing the traffic coming this way.
Yeah,
like
I don't know if there's
Would have to
room.
be on
Yeah,
the
I
island.
haven't,
on the island.
that's why I'm bringing it to you. I'm not here to solve the problems. I'm just going to tell you about them. And then lastly, I just wanted to know if you had any discussions yet about the Shady Brook selling, their property. And as I understand it, the retail is going to come out to the current light that's at Shady Brook, but the over 55 that's being built,
We don't know what's being built there. We haven't heard anything about it.
well, we need to be involved.
Oh,
So,
well.
no, we need to be involved now. So Shady Brook, because the new over 55 is backing up to the Shady Brook, they've been holding meetings and they've been holding lots of meetings. So I have very detailed information about it already. And they've already made
Well, you're
Gotcha.
talking about the development itself, right?
correct.
Well, you have to go to the supervisors. You've been.
Yeah, so I just want to point out what I've learned
Okay.
that will involve traffic.
They were going to build a hospital there. and-
Now that's far away. I'm talking, this is the one that's kind of next to 777, like in between 777 and where Shady Brook,
Really?
Oh,
They're building?
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
they were building something there.
yeah, so the entire community, I can't remember the name of it, is being built over 55, 100 and some units. It's all in Middletown. The issue that I'm bringing to you is that their only access I think is going to be out to Stony Hill Road, where the light is, where you make a left onto Stony Hill. That's going to be their access.
That's going to be horrible.
Well,
Now, we
We
don't
haven't-
get any township
we haven't
money
seen-
from them, right? I mean, they're all funneling out to,
We haven't seen the
Right.
plans for this at all, because it would say it's in Middletown.
yeah,
That's, that's-
I can
that-
send you information. There's a whole write-up on it. I
okay.
think they've attended Middletown Township meetings, and Shady Brook has representatives that they've been meeting. So it's all
Okay, you
public
can-
knowledge now. So
can
you
send-
should really be up.
You can send it to me.
Yeah.
I'll give you my email and I'll send it out.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of information on there. So the way I'm reading it, I think they do have another access, but it's actually going to impact probably that village road, because I think they're going out that way somehow. So my comment is, I'm not familiar with that area. I guess none of us really are, but why can't they punch out a road to where Lockheed Martin was? And that light,
All right.
so to get out to 332,
Yeah, I-
everyone's going to have to go onto Township Line Road,
Yeah.
Stony Hill, and make
Because,
a
you
left
know,
onto
we don't-
332.
We don't know, there's other properties or something like this, and you can't necessarily, you see, we don't know anything about that.
Right. So, but I feel like we're a little behind because they've already, the plan.
Yeah, well, they must have,
It's,
well,
I have sketches. I mean, there's entire sketches. They're putting a roundabout right before the light at Stony Hill, like in their little development.
well, I said, could you send them to me?
Yeah, I haven't, my girlfriend that lives there, she sends me the information because she knows involved with the township with other things. So it would interest me. But yeah, you can just write down your email and I can send the summary for you.
Going into Lockheed would also be Middletown, wouldn't it, or? Yeah.
That's right, but it's a Middletown Township, and the entire development is
Yeah, I
Middletown,
understand.
and they're paying taxes to
Yeah, I
Middletown.
understand that. That's what I
So
mean. The only thing,
where is the
if
access?
if it goes that way, we're not involved at all. We don't have any say.
Right, but they have it coming out to Stony Hill Road.
Well, in that case, we might or
So
might not
We need
have.
to be
Okay.
partnering in their
Well, I
discussion.
said, I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything about this.
Yeah, I
Really?
don't know what if the supervisors are following it.
Okay.
I don't know who your
Yeah.
liaison is, if they're, can find out information. But we should be on some kind of email list of receiving information if it is in fact dumping out only
Yeah, we
into
don't
our,
know. Could
um,
send me the information,
okay.
Arthur Cohn, but send it. I'll give you my email.
Let me You can just write it. That's all I have, so I'll just get that from you.
Oh,
We had to approve something now,
what's that?
like when the Department of Transportation had to have approved something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they have to
I don't
approve
think
it.
it's that far.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, yeah. Arthur Cohn, C-O-H-N. And Arthur, A-R-T-H-U-R, 86 @ Verizon.net.
Oh,
That's your name. I'm just giving my name. Arthur 86 @ Verizon.net. And I'll send it out to the other.
Yeah.
You've given us something to do in our spare time. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. You got all that stuff? Oh, yeah.
It's the video too.
Okay, that's good.
Intersection. Crossing, if you're on Township Line Road,
Yeah,
or Township Road, whatever,
township line.
Township Line Road, and you're going across in front of Coles and CVS, is that Yardley?
Yeah.
Okay. They filled the potholes there. So that's good. But they took away all the standing signs that were on that turn. Okay,
Wait a minute, is this Stony Hill
Oh, this is like where.
or Oak,
where
Big
it
Oak
turns
Road?
Into Big Oak, like that intersection.
Big
Yeah,
Oak,
the other
Big Oak,
side, it
yeah,
turns into
Big Oak Road.
okay, so
Big-
Big Oak Road,
Yeah,
you're coming down there, and here's the Coles here, here's the CVS here,
yes,
okay? When you're making the turn here,
yeah, a double turn.
right? There used to be signs here in that intersection, in the midsection here between the two lanes.
Yeah.
There's no signs there.
What did the sign say?
Stay right. Okay,
Right, well, right is for the,
for this,
on Route 1.
no. It wasn't that kind of traffic. It was in the middle of,
Yeah, I understand.
okay? But they took those away, and it's a kind of a funny turn for these two lanes of traffic. And when you're going there at night, it's hard to see where that turn is.
Is it just because that everyone needs new paint?
I don't know. I
mean,
don't know.
Can you see the paint
You're
on the
talking
road?
about coming off of Big Oak, turning left.
Yeah,
Turning left and then actually a lot of times I'll turn left and go down Route 1. Me.
Right, if you turn left, you can get to Route 1.
Yes.
I turn left and then make a right and
Yeah.
then people go straight and go wherever they want to go.
but what happens is the right-hand lane here tends to cross over and go into the,
No, not unless you cross lanes.
right,
Oh, so there used to be signs. I never even noticed.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, they took them down.
yeah,
And there's,
you have to be careful you don't cross lanes.
all right, I'll get out of my car and tell them.
You tell these people, don't cross lanes.
Yeah,
People,
but
do-
there
people,
have been signs there.
I don't know exactly what the sign said.
It said, keep right.
Well, you don't necessarily, the one turning in, they're on the left side and the other one's on the right.
Right, but the sign used to be right here. Okay, there used to be a sign here
Yeah,
and a sign here,
yeah.
and they're gone.
Well, you don't want to tell people to stay right because then they might want to cross lanes because they want to, oh, wait, we're in the left, we better cross left, we better.
Well, maybe the sign itself wasn't any good, but there's no light here to like shine on anything to show where you're
Somebody
supposed to
came a few
be.
weeks ago, or a few months ago, about the opposite turn.
Yeah, about the opposite side here, over here,
Oh, really?
With that-
Coming
with that-
from
with that
the
island.
township
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
making a left,
making a left.
That it wasn't lit up enough and there was no
We
sign.
we
and
put
somebody
those,
went-
we put some reflectors, but I don't know, how, they're probably, when they not go off.
Yeah, it's a tough intersection. You got cars going a different.
That is, I've used that so many times and I'm careful. I'm usually using this one. So I go all the way. pretty
Right,
far-
but if you're in
Pretty far out.
this one,
Make sure that I'm in that far lane. I'm not crossing lanes.
is this a PennDOT or is this us? If we wanted lights above it?
Well, we can't change the configuration. It's going to be two left turns. They're going to be double left.
No, lights.
Oh, lights. There's nothing, they wouldn't put any light there on the island, I don't think. They wouldn't put any light out there on the island.
No, what about string lights above the street?
There's no place to put it. I know that's a big wide intersection there. There's no place to put lights there. I don't know. I never had a problem. I don't know. And I don't,
Well, especially the people in this lane, because this person is either too close or they're too close to this.
well, that's the island.
Yeah, I know that's the island.
That's the island. Well, if they're pulling close to the island, it's good that they pull instead of moving over and crossing the lane. Making sure that,
There used to be. Yeah, there,
I think like even if you added plants to that island, it would make it more clear that there's like a curve there,
right.
but.
Something should be there that says, hey, I'm here.
I don't see, I don't know what was there. I have no idea what was there.
There were signs.
Yeah, I don't know what the sign said.
Could the signs be lights?
No, Signs wouldn't be light, no. They could be reflectors, they could be reflective. But I don't see any reason to put something reflective there. There's nothing, the only thing I can see there is the lines in the roadway. These lines should be, maybe should be more, at night, maybe they should put reflectors in the roadway.
That would work. And what about reflectors on this thing, like on the sides of it? Do they ever do that?
Yeah, but you wouldn't, you're turning, you're not gonna see those. You're not gonna see these reflectors here.
What about here?
It's not many, one or two reflectors.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. I think just painting, I'll have to look, see if the painting, they paint some once in a while, paint these things, reflective, something or other, I don't know. I don't know what we can do with that. I said, I don't have a problem there. I can understand people turning there, and you have to be careful that they don't cross. When I turn here, I'm always looking to see if someone's gonna cross that lane.
But you're the only one.
I mean,
So could we look into maybe reflective paint, especially here?
well, we can look into it. I can find out about it.
Okay,
If there's any way, I don't know. I don't know if it's, who's in charge of that road. I know the lights there are PennDOT. We've been going around for
Right.
ever with those things. But
okay. But the road with reflective paint,
yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Don't go that way at night. Oh, my.
I know, I love you.
Yeah. I guess we can't have any updates here on Macclesfield Park, or whatever it is.
No,
No, because Kevin had that information. Any of the old business, we already discussed old and new business.
very quickly, I don't have any traffic reports from February, March, April, and May.
You're right.
You don't, I sent them out.
I don't have any.
I think you mentioned, I don't recall seeing.
I send them out to everyone. You get the traffic reports?
I think I saw a few, but I'll double check.
February, I have them.
I might have February, but March, April, and May.
February, March,
Actually,
April,
well, June is still going on. so-
Yeah.
May,
I got it.
traffic reports.
May.
I don't understand why you're not getting them.
Can you send that to me? Okay.
I'm not
You
understanding.
found the email.
Oh, well, that could be it.
Yeah, I have April and May accidents
You're on the email. I have
April,
everybody on
May?
the email.
and March.
And March. Could you
There's-
just send that?
There's
to me?
all there's 8 people on the email.
We'll do it better than, you're gonna send it to her?
Yeah,
I'll send, what's that? Who's gonna send it? You're gonna send it?
Dakota's gonna send it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did get it.
all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I know I send them out, because they're listed, like I get the traffic report and I send it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you're not getting it.
I'm not getting it.
Are you PS Kravitz?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't understand.
That,
It doesn't kick back. I mean, I'm not getting.
no, it's
No,
it's the around in my neighborhood, We need a cell tower.
send me your email again. Or write your email down on the top of there. Write your email, just in case I have the wrong email.
No, because you wrote me today.
You got that?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. It's something I don't understand, because it's, I go by list. I bring up that list and I email it. Everyone gets it. It's too long. I can't
I know,
do that.
believe me.
Make it shorter.
My son did that. He said, I'll write your.
I can't go any more than 3 letters.
Did you know that there's like 800 PS Kravitzes?
I do have a question. I know there's like a master plan for the site, going back to the public comment. I know there's like a master plan for sidewalks and where they
Yeah,
want the sidewalks
there
to
is.
go.
There is a master plan for sidewalks someplace.
What's your email?
Mine?
Yeah.
E.S. Kravitz, 2522A.
Oh, you were on it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But our email, I mean, my Wi-Fi goes down all the time.
Hey, she'll.
I don't,
she'll
as
get
I
it.
said, it
You
doesn't,
should-
it,
You should still get it eventually. You
I
can
know,
try
but
it. Oh,
I didn't.
you get them?
I'm getting your emails.
Yeah, they're on, every minute, when you get them, it should have the whole list of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on there.
Yeah, I'm still trying, I mean, I want to do the deer population stuff.
Yeah, okay, okay. Reports from any other commissions? Anybody been to any commission meeting? Nothing?
There's a zoning one tomorrow about a new development.
Which development? Don't know.
I cannot,
Orbit? Harris?
have to
No.
look.
Oh, okay. This other one that she was talking about, I didn't know nothing about that. Of course, it's in Middletown, so that's probably why we never got anything on that.
Wait, sorry, going back to like the master plan for sidewalks and everything, would something like the bike lane be part of that? Or is that something that we can request when they repave roads?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. There, I'm sure there's a master plan someplace for bike lanes also. I can find that out. I can find that out from the site. And I can ask, I probably asked John
Okay,
and find out what's going on there. Tell him I want sidewalks everywhere. I'm a city kid. I want, I'm a sidewalk kid.
Yes.
Oh, well. We know the dates. Did you get the information for the dates for the next meetings?
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes,
Okay, you got that. I don't understand why you didn't get the other stuff.
I don't know.
All right, I'll
I
read.
felt unloved.
What's that?
I felt unloved.
Unwanted, unloved. All righty. I guess that's enough stuff, that's for sure. All righty, we'll adjourn the meeting at, looks like 5 minutes to 8.
You do. You do.
Recording ended, end of recording.
You see that?
What, recording? Here, it was right there. Stop. Stop recording.